Welcome to the Africa Build Show. I'm Dickson with D1 Consulting and Ramtech. I'm so excited to be here to share our incredible rammed earth work with Ghana.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of D1 Consulting is showing some love as she takes the microphone.
I want to talk to you about the hidden cost of cement. And I want to really help you to understand why West Africa's future is built on the earth beneath our feet. Before I go into my presentation, I want to give you a little bit about myself so that you even know who's talking to you. I didn't set out to come to Ghana and revolutionize construction. I literally moved here and wanted to find a home for myself that didn't eat up too much of my ECG bills. I really wanted to save money on my home. I wanted to live off grid, and I didn't find a developer here in Ghana that was building luxury homes that were also sustainable and eco-friendly. I'm a 25-year serial entrepreneur. I'm the founder of D1 Consulting. We've been in business since 2005, so we're now at our 20th year of business in the US. And I came to Ghana for peace, like all of us. It's a very beautiful, peaceful place. And I wanted to build my dream home and live here for the rest of my life. When I went out looking for a sustainable home that didn't take up all of my electric bills, Google and the internet took me back to something that our ancestors already know. They have been building for 3,000 plus years using earth, using mud, using soil. But somehow we got away from that. 30% of the world's heritage sites today are built from soil. Everything we always knew, everything that makes us African is the earth. Today, 1.5 billion people globally still live in mud homes. Still today. Cement came from colonization and the idea that concrete is better. How did they convince us of that? The narrative of manufactured homes came with the colonial mindset. They made us think that legitimate building, it has to be cement or it's not even relevant. But they didn't really factor in that cement traps heat. I don't know about you guys, but last week when the floods happened, my power went out. And I was hot and sweating within 5 minutes, even though my AC had been on all day. As soon as that ECG goes off, we're hot. Our homes are not retaining any type of the cooling that were happening. Also, what happened with colonization was it took away our color. Look at the beauty of the homes and the textures and the designs and the things that identify us by who we are as a people, not just these rectangular white homes that we see being put up all around our cities today. And then it made us dependent on industry. Cement has to be imported or it has to be made in a factory. But the earth beneath our feet is abundant and it's free and it's controlled by us. Before colonialism, we didn't need AC. We didn't have AC. So how were we staying cool? How do we live? We were doing just fine without it. The earth walls breathed. The natural ventilation cooled our homes and kept them cool all day long. There was no electricity. So maybe you don't want a home that looks like this, but the knowledge is still here. And we are here to bring that same ancient knowledge and wisdom to the modern builds, to bring us now into this 21st century without sacrificing all that our ancestors have already established for us. Additionally, cement is one of the biggest climate criminals. It's over 8% of the CO2 emissions that are coming and affecting our earth today. Rammed earth construction and mud construction has a carbon footprint up to 90% less than cement. So not only are you building your homes to keep cool, but you're contributing to saving our planet. Don't just abandon everything we know in effort to try to keep up with cultures that don't even know as much as we do. Bottom line, your home should heal you, not harm you. I really want to point out some of the qualities of building with rammed earth before I even go into all that we do. The earth walls, they regulate humidity and they filter air. Studies have shown living in an earth home even helps to reduce asthma and breathing and respiratory issues because the walls are filtering the air for you. The walls are thermal mass, meaning that they keep the air cool inside the home. So as the exterior sun hits the wall, it doesn't transfer to the inside of your home. The rammed earth homes keep your house cool for 13 hours at the same temperature without AC. That means that it can reduce your ECG bills 50 to 70%. Me, myself, I'm spending about $2,500 a month on ECG for my house. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I definitely don't want to continue to pay that. It's not affordable. It's not reasonable. But building with a home that reduces your bills, it is a lifetime of savings that you really can't even calculate. On top of that, rammed earth is bug-proof and fireproof. It is also waterproof. It's not going to wash away. I think one of the favorite things people like when I talk about rammed earth is the acoustic comfort. I don't know about any of you, but I used to live next to a church. And we all love Jesus, but it's loud. And so rammed earth structures keep the sound inside. You could be right next to the church and you'll never hear anything. You could be in the room next door and you never hear anything. And we love that about building with the earth as well. And last but not least, rammed earth is very low maintenance. Once the wall is up, it's up. It doesn't require you to do plastering. It doesn't require painting. It doesn't require rusting rebar. It doesn't get water damage. It just stays beautiful for generations. The difference between what our ancestors built with and what we're building with today at Ramtech is called stabilized rammed earth. Last week, we all learned a very valuable lesson about everything in this town when the rains dumped 3 times more than we had experienced in decades. Many homes were lost. Many projects crumbled. But the thing about it is that we have to put a little bit of cement into that mix to keep those houses strong against the rains. So as to where maybe a mud home could dissolve over time, stabilized rammed earth, which means adding 5% or less cement to the mixture, can then prevent the home from washing away, even in the greatest weather conditions. We still use the hand ramming method. So we're not using machines and emerging equipment. We're using people that ram the soil, the sand, and the mixture with cement into the walls. Once we remove the shutter boards from the walls, they're built on site and they're ready. They're ready to go with the weather. There's nothing else required. Your wall is built and you're ready to go. It's definitely highly cost competitive when it comes to materials because in general on our projects, we're taking about 80% of the home out of the soil on site. So when we excavate on site, we're taking that soil and we're putting it back into your walls with the less than 5% cement and within any other things that are needed to stabilize your home. What we love, of course, I told you already about the reduction in your overall energy bills, but our goal as a company with Ramtech is to eventually be able to build a home for 100,000 CDs or even less by using prefabricated walls. So we're currently working on building a factory that will then allow us to truly bring affordable housing to Ghana. Because the barrier in affordable housing is not just the material, it's the labor. Human beings still must be paid. We're paying labor and so are people who build conventionally with cement. So we can't truly bring your price all the way down as we would like because we still have to pay people to do the ramming on site. But once we open our factory where we're prefabricating walls and then shipping them to site, we're going to be able to cut the price of the build significantly, even over 50%, because the labor costs will be reduced. And that is when Ghana can truly have affordable housing, when we can just place walls down and put them together. Ramtech has been building for 16 years, and we're just so grateful to have them in Ghana now. We're currently building in Central Region in the Sebu Pan-African Village, as well as in Ho, in Ada, in Abri, and other areas coming soon. Years of proven work that lasts the test of time. We also, in our efforts to just continue to build our labor force, as well as build the skills of the workers around Ghana to empower Ghanaians to build their own homes sustainably, we have a quarterly rammed earth training in Central Region. Our next training is September 28th. And that's where we've trained over 100 people so far this year to build with rammed earth and undertake their own projects. And we also built an excellent pipeline of trained team members to work for our company. In addition to building bespoke rammed earth homes, we also supply building materials. We sell these retaining wall blocks. Again, the floods taught us a lot. The rains washed down people's whole structures and it didn't hold up the soil. Retaining wall blocks, you put them up and they hold the soil firm. Our proprietary blocks are only 28 cedis each, as comparison to the market average of 60 cedis. So we've greatly undercut the market in retaining wall blocks, and we're ready to take orders today. So if your wall collapsed or anything collapsed because of the rains, please come see us, and we can help you with that. But then after the wall is built, it won't just be some cement sitting around. You plant some flowers, you plant some grass, and what you have is a living wall that is add beauty and protection to your home. Like I said, Remtech's been building for 16 years. You can scan the QR code and see some of the many completed projects in South Africa. The team comes from South Africa primarily, our management team, but our managers and our site leaders are all Ghanaian. We're so proud to be a Ghanaian company and a primarily Ghanaian-driven company. 90% of our team members are Ghanaian. What we do is every community that we go into, so if you decide that you want us to build for you in Ebri, we go to Ebri and we hire workers from that area. We train them and we hire them. We're not just here to make money. We're here to empower the community. We're here to lead by purpose and bring something to Ghana that is going to empower people, bring jobs, bring sustainability, and really bring affordable housing to this country. Ghana is beautiful. Ghana has culture. Ghana has history. Ghana knows all the villages in the north. You go to the north, they're building with mud. They know. So why not bring that to your new projects, your modern projects, and allow Remtech and D1 Consulting to turn your new project into something that brings the wisdom and the knowledge from our ancestors. See some samples of our work. We also build furniture, countertops, walls. I mean, we can build everything with rammed earth, but we love building homes. Thank you for your time, and come to ask me any questions you have in booth AA. Thank you so much.